Howdy folks, AJ coming at you again, your resident vintage gamer, and we are inside Pillars of Eternity. I am going to give you my official review of the game. I have played it quite a bit now. I am at, let's see here, I am 6th level, and as are I think all of my characters. And I thought that for this video what I would do is, because I don't want it to be a 30-minute video, I don't think anybody wants that, so I thought I will give you, at the end I'll give you my overall score out of 10 for the game. But for the meat of this, I thought I would just go over a couple of my favorite features of the game, and then I will go over the one feature that I do not care for, and then at the end I will go into my score. So currently we are inside of my stronghold. That is open to everybody that plays the game. At a certain point you can unlock the fortress for yourself, and this is where you rest your party, is in this room. And depending upon what you have built in your stronghold, so here is your upgrades. Depending upon what you have built, and where it says completed, some of those give you bonuses when you rest in your fortress. So for instance, if I click on this, depending, because I've built this Artificer's Hall, I get +1 to mechanics if I choose that one. And I get, if I want +1 dexterity, I can do that by using this option, because I built the craft shop, and so forth and so on. The Warden's Lodge that I built gives me +1 survival if I choose this. You cannot stack them. You have to choose one or the other, which one you want for that that resting period. So I do like the fortress system. The other thing that I really like about this game is it allows you to have 6 party members, as opposed to some other games in the past have only offered you to have 4. And when you have only 4, you basically are kind of stuck with the standard Trinity. You know, you got your healer, your tank, and your DPS. Those 3 classes, and then generally everybody gets a rogue so that they can unlock chests and find traps and that type of thing. And so with a 4-party system, a 4-player party system, that's kind of what you're stuck with. When you have 6, as I do here, it allows me to have, I chose a second fighter, a second tank, and also a ranger, because I wanted the ranged support. And she has an animal companion right there. So that does help out quite a bit. Let's go downstairs real quick here. And while this is loading, I'd like to say that if you have finished the game, you in the comments below what your review was, or if you're close to finishing it. I don't know how close I am to finishing it, but I have played it enough hours to where I know that I can give it my point. The only thing that's left that is for me. But as far as the mechanics goes, I've done just about everything there is to do in the game from a mechanic standpoint. So the one thing that I do not like, the one feature I do not like, is the camping feature. The camping feature, you are limited. You can only camp when you have camp supplies. The problem is you can only carry so many, and they are hard to come by, hard to find. What this does, what they were trying to do, probably the developers were probably trying to integrate another level of challenge into the game by doing this. And what they've done is they've managed to introduce a pain in the ass, and that's all. I'll give you an example. If I'm down in a dungeon that I've already cleared up to the point that I'm at, and more than likely if I'm wherever I'm at in the dungeon, I've probably cleared everything behind me, and I run out of camping supplies, I have a couple of options. I can try to continue. If I'm badly wounded, I'm one or more characters is going to die. So that's really not a good option. Another option would be to back out, retrace my steps, go all the way back out to the exit, which is not hard to do. You've already cleared it. It doesn't respawn. So you dredge all the way back, and then you travel to a town, you buy some more camping supplies, you come back, and you go back to where you were, and then you start back up again. It's not a challenge. It doesn't prevent it's an inconvenience is all it is, and it's a major inconvenience. It's a major pain in the ass. So I do not like this system. Specifically, when I have a ranger in my party, a ranger by definition should be able to provide whatever camping supplies a party would need when they're trying to camp. So I find it tedious and unnecessary. Now, having said that, there is, if I go here to the game, you have your difficulty meter, and I have it set on normal. I know that depending upon where you set this, it changes the limit on how many of those camping supplies you can hold at one time. In addition to that, I have it on expert mode, and expert mode basically grays this stuff out. It doesn't allow me to have any tooltips of any type and all that. I do not think that this has any effect on the camping supply issue. I think it's only dictated by your difficulty meter. So people would say, well, if you don't like that, AG, just put it on easy. Well, that's kind of a stupid. Normal difficulty feels good in every other aspect except for that stupid camping supply thing. So I'll just live with it, and it'll just be a pain in the ass. I've been in dungeons where I've run out. I have to go all the way back to a town, get some more, come back, and it's just a time sink. It doesn't prevent any more challenge to me. So in any case, that is the one feature I just don't care for. Everything else, I have very little complaints on. If I did have one other little tiny negative, it would be in the inventory system. You only get one neck item, and they consider cloaks a neck item. So you cannot have, say, a necklace right here. Here you have a neck item, unwavering resolve. You cannot have that neck item, that necklace, and a cloak at the same time, which seems kind of silly because logically, a little necklace goes underneath your clothing where a cloak goes over it, and you should be able to wear both at the same time. There should be two slots. You should have a neck item slot and a back slot for your cloak. So the absence of a back slot is a minor inconvenience. I think that that's something that could have been done just a little bit better. But that is a minor complaint. The camping issue is a big pain in the ass to me. So that's just being honest. In addition, when you have, so this is, all part of my fortress here, and you get hirelings, which are listed here, and you can hire different ones, and they provide different things here, whether it's prestige or security. So it's kind of a neat little feature as well. So those are the I love the fortress system. I love the 6 players, 6 party members in a group. I dislike the camping supply issue, and I have a minor complaint on the inventory not having a back slot, a separate back slot item. Those are my basic pros and cons. The pros much further outweigh the negatives. The game as a whole, I give it, say, an 8.5 out of 10. I would say if the camping supply issue was not there, or if they allowed you to carry, say, I wouldn't say an unlimited number, but if you were allowed to carry, say, 10 or 12 camping supplies, I think that would, just from the lack of a time sink, would improve my rating to a 9, and and the issue on the inventory issue, the backslot thing, wouldn't really affect that. So I think they're really close to a 9 out of a 10, which is, for me to say 10 out of 10 would be, I don't think I've ever rated a game 10 out of 10. Maybe Star Wars Galaxies is the only one I've ever rated a 10 out of 10. But in any case, that's my review. Those are the things I really enjoyed about the game, and the few little things that I do not care for, and my overall score. So if you have finished it or you're close to finishing it and you want to give your review down below, I would love to see it. That's it, guys. We'll catch you on the flip side.